Courage to me is pushing past something. If you're afraid of something and you don't want to go do it, but yet you go and do it anyway, you know, you're getting shot at and you don't want to bound to the next tree, and you do it anyway to help your guys. That's courage. Pushing past your fears, pushing past your inhibitions just to get it done. That you didn't quit, that just because this bad thing happened, that you didn't give up. Because that's not what we do. You don't do it in the military, you never give up, you never stop pushing forward.
He's a very rare example of exceeding expectations. Immediately he fit in, immediately he proved he was a team player, immediately he brought everybody up to a new level. When I'm out of town, which is frequent, he immediately started teaching the jiu-jitsu classes. Just nobody asked him, he just jumped in there because he's self-motivated and he decided, well, I'm going to teach these jiu-jitsu classes. I mean, that's awesome. Who does that? He flew out on his own dime to train John Jones for one of his fights. John wanted to pay him, John wanted to do all that. Tim's like, no, I'm not taking your money, I'm out here because you're my teammate. You just couldn't get more impressive.
Well, me and Tim definitely try to push each other in pretty much everything we do. I think it comes from us both being, you know, A-type personality type of guys, you know. I look at myself as like an alpha male. Tim is no doubt an alpha male with some of the things he's done in his life. And I think that's why we push each other so hard, you know, and that's why we feed off each other so well, and that's why we make such great teammates.
So what I was doing was, still right in. Tim Kennedy has been a huge part of this, the family, and just, you know, getting the guys to go on these runs and getting us to work out maybe when we don't want to, when we want to, you know, take a couple more hours off, or maybe take the night off. You know, he'll be like, all right, let's just go and we'll get some grappling and light grappling, just some drilling, and he just finds that, you know, what drives you.
My weekly training routine consists of somewhere between 20 to 24 workouts. I'm doing 2, 3, or 4 workouts every single day. It's a test of who a person is. It gives a snapshot into that human being, how hard they work, how hard they train, how disciplined they are.
Our program, we embrace suffering.
You have to love to suffer and to work hard to be here.
Your egos get checked at the door, and a lot of guys find their way out quick. The door is always open. Everyone's welcome. Few will stay.
Tim Kennedy means a lot to the veteran community. Not just because he was a Special Forces sniper or because he fights, but he stands for the good of what soldiers really are.
I am now, you know, a representative of the veteran community. It's not a burden, it's something I'm proud of, but every single time I train, and every time I walk out to the octagon, that's in my mind.
They always want to say, oh, you know, all veterans have PTSD and we can't perform or we can't do this. And Tim Kennedy is kind of a representation of what we have to offer. You know, we are dedicated, we are committed, and we can do great things. And so for him to use his kind of celebrityness to go out there and raise awareness for us, we respect him for it.
We built this country on the sacrifices of people who were strong enough to say, no, I'm not gonna give up. I am somebody who, my politics are very, very left, but I think that I'm allowed to be that way because of the sacrifices people have made. You know, I'm allowed to believe the things that I believe and be like a peace-loving little hippie because other people were brave enough to stand in front of me. That's what I think.
It's very humbling to know that, you know, there's troops around the world that they get together and they watch mixed martial arts together. Like, I mean, they're religious about it, and it's very special. And you know, we hold it close to our heart because without them fighting for us, you know, we wouldn't have this country.
I'm lucky enough that some military units bring me in, and I get to help them out as well. But it just feels good. I'll never charge them a dime. I don't charge them, nor will I ever charge them a dime.
I respect the military a great deal, and everyone who puts their life on the line for my freedom, my family's freedom, and my children's future.
And there's this pride in the military that, you know, I have to try to embody. I know that I'm representing, you know, people that have come before me, people that are going to come after me, that have bled for their country, but my worst fear is that I'm not ever going to let those guys down. You know, so every day I train my ass off to try to make sure I never let those guys down.